Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I thought I would do a bit of a stash update. Now, I have got rid of quite a few kits, so I know in the past I've been quite annoyed with myself how many kits I've got in the loft, and I kept complaining that I couldn't move about up there and the piles were falling over. But to give you some idea, I've managed to get rid of 7 kits alone this week. So I decided that I could perhaps get some kits that I was more interested in at the moment at least, and hopefully get those built soon. So the first one, and I didn't realise this was a vintage classic, this is the Airfix D3A1 valve. As I say, I thought it was a new kit from Airfix and didn't notice the Vintage Classics logo on the box there. I have had a look at this one. There's a lot of raised rivet detail, raised panel lines on this. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know whether to just leave it and build it as it is, or whether to sand them all down and just have flat surfaces. I think I may leave it as it is because I don't think flat surfaces will look particularly good, which would mean that I will probably end up rescribing stuff, and I don't particularly want to do that. At the moment, as you know, I'm just trying to have fun building model kits, and not particularly go into detail over a build. Just build it, paint it, decor it, and either put it on my shelf because it's a nostalgic thing, or I've done a reasonable job of it, or I've got to be honest, I've been I've enjoyed building it, I've enjoyed painting it and so on, but it's not of a particular standard that I think to myself, yeah, I want to keep that. And so some of my kits, once built, are going straight in the bin. So that's the first one. Next one is this 1/72 Grumman Wildcat. I do like the Wildcat. I think it's a great looking plane, a dinky looking plane. And of course this was pre-Pearl Harbor, and I think it was also around at the time of Pearl Harbor. So both the valve and this were bought as part of the Pearl Harbor build. I thought it was a reasonable excuse to get them, and they are 2 Airfix kits. Certainly the valve I haven't had before, as I've mentioned, and I think this is a newer kit. It's certainly not a classic, so I don't think I've ever built this one either, so I'm looking forward to building this. So staying with the Japanese plane theme, we've got the Mitsubishi Zero. This is one of the later war ones, I think. I know that Joe will be able to tell me what date we're looking for with this one. The actual colour scheme for it is 1944, I think. 1944, Papua New Guinea. So this, in the later Zero, it won't be an entry into the Pearl Harbor group build. It'll just be a build I want to do. I have when I went to an air show, Airfix were almost giving away this kit, but without the box and whatever. You just had the instructions and the bagged kit, and I did have it for a long time, and then it's got lost somewhere. It may have even been thrown away because I decided I would never build it. So this is another one I am looking forward to building. So an old favourite, a vintage classic, as you can see, but one I've built before on the channel, but I intend to build it again. If I get opportunity, I'd like to build the Matador, the AEC Matador, for the small scale group build, but it's the 15th of February already, and so there's only like 13 days of February left, and I want to get the priest done. The Matchbox Priest I'm doing for the artillery group build, and that brings me to the second part of this. Obviously the 5.5 inch artillery piece. I was going to build that for the artillery group build, but we'll see. I'm certainly excited about the kits that I've bought. you know, there's definitely nostalgia with this one, and so I would really like to get this built sooner rather than later. Okay guys, this is a bit of embarrassment, but as you can see, it's HMS Victorious Vintage Classic again, and yes, I did build this not so long back on the channel. I no longer have it, and you know, I can't really explain why I no longer have some of these kits. It's just something that I go through on occasions, and obviously I look back and I regret doing it, and so I've got myself another HMS Victorious, and I will be building this, and this time I will be keeping it. I have got another aircraft carrier that I don't think I've shown on the channel that I've part built. It may be a contender for the what was it? Finish it for February that Charlie Mac's hosting this year. But as I say, I'm wanting to get the priest done first, and I've got to get the fuel tanker done for the small scale group build. So if I can get that aircraft carrier out that I've started, I may try and finish that for February. So I've had to put you on wobbly mode to get them all in. So 5 new kits that are going into the stash, but as I say, I hope to build them quite quickly. Obviously I got them all from Airfix Direct, and I got my 10% off for being an Airfix Club member. And of course, if you look at the boxes, you've got your flying hours on the top there, so all of these will help towards that, hopefully getting another kit for that £4.98 that I think I discussed. Anyway, look after yourselves guys. I do appreciate you tuning in. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the channel and the content, and hopefully it will improve. To all my old subscribers, all the old hands, what can I say but sticking with me through that dry patch for the 2 months. And you know, a lot of you getting in touch with me and encouraging me, really appreciate it. Thanks ever so much, and of course thanks again for your support. Look after yourselves guys, and take care.